Alright y'all, it's been a quick minute since I uploaded to YouTube, and I highly doubt that anybody was like, where's she been? Where's she at? Where did she go? That's cool. So I decided that today I was going to film a little like Christmas makeup look for you guys, just because Christmas is coming around and you know you have family dinners and you always want to look nice. So also I've just been like really busy, which is like weird because I like never do shit and I never leave my house. But yeah, and also I just had like no motivation to like film. Like, I don't know if you're watching this and you make YouTube videos, then you know like how it is. You're just like, it's like the spur of the moment. You're like, oh my god, I really want to like film. And then other times you're like, filming? Who's she? What's that? We didn't invite her to the party. Anyways, so I'm just gonna jump right into it and let's get started. Alright, so to start off, I'm gonna go in with my Poreless face primer from Beauty Creations. I've seen them like all over Instagram and stuff, and I actually have one of their palettes and I like it. They have really good like glitters and shimmer shadows. Also, their like burgundy colors are really nice. Also, quick disclaimer, I do have my brows on because I had like planned on going to school today and then I didn't. Anyways, also this primer smells almost like peach rings. That happened. But yeah, it smells like peach rings and it smells really good. Okay. So for foundation, I used the Becca, wow, I can't talk. The Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation in the shade Tan. So I really like this foundation because it's like a dropper or a dripper. I just fucking called it a dropper. No, it's not what it's called. But this foundation is really dewy, so if you have oily skin, it's probably not the best thing for you, and you're gonna have to like set it a bit more, but it's really full coverage and I like it. I don't do my eyes before like I put on foundation. I feel like that's the normal thing to do, but I guess there's some people who like do their eyes before their foundation, and I don't know. I don't trust those kinds of people. So next I'm gonna use this round foundation brush from, I don't know where I got this, but I've been using these for about like 2 years now, the brushes. And lately I've just been seeing a lot of tutorials where people use like beauty blenders, and I kind of want to go back to a beauty blender. I feel like these were like hot for like a quick minute and then that was it. Like the hype was over and everybody just went back to the beauty blender. Also I spray my brush with water just to like get it wet. Like I don't use setting spray or anything. It's literally just water. But I don't know, that's me. You guys could probably use setting spray, but that's not me. That's not how I like to do it. I have a little mirror behind my camera, so that's why if I like look up, I'm looking in the mirror to like see how it looks. All right, we look good. Okay, so concealer wise, wow, if I could get it, I use the Bare Minerals Blemish Remedy concealer in the shade Tan. I like this one because it's a little like you twist it up. I don't know, I've never seen that concealer and I just think that's really cool. I know beauty gurus are gonna come at me for the way I put on my concealer, but I feel like it's just whatever works better for you. I don't really have like a method as to like how I put it on, so whatever, fight me. Next I'm gonna go in with this Profusion. It's like a packing brush. It's really like packed, and I just think it's like really good for spreading concealer. And then yeah, I just like tap it out kind of and blend it into my foundation. And this concealer is really full coverage. Like, I have bags under my eyes because like no sleep gang, but it really covers them. And then I go to school and people are like, oh my god, Christina, you look so great. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm running on like 15 minutes of sleep. Yeah, I don't know why I don't sleep. I always like, I'm one of those people that tells myself like, okay, if I go to sleep at like 8 o'clock, I'll get like, if I go to sleep at 8 o'clock and I wake up at like 5 and do my makeup, I'll get like X amount of hours of sleep, and then I'll be good. And I'll be like, fine. And I'm like, alright, cool. And then I like get in bed and I'm all cozy and ready to like, you know, fall asleep. And I just end up getting on my phone. And then I'm like, I have to like clear all my notifications before I go to sleep. I'm one of those people. So I'll like Snapchat my friends back, and then they'll like Snapchat me again because like they're not asleep, and then I'll be like, oh my god, and then we just end up like Snapchatting each other, and then I never sleep, and I'm like, sleep, who's that? What's gonna like set my under eyes, kind of bake a little bit. Also, I used to bake, oh my god, that fell. I used the e.l.f. What is this? I already took the top off. If I flip it over, it's just gonna spill. I don't know, it's just like their luminous powder. My mom like ran to the store. This was like an older, when she like got me this. She like ran to the store, and I was like, hey, while you're there, can you pick me up like a setting powder? Because, you know, like I ran out of mine. And she was like, yeah, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, just get me like an e.l.f. one because they're super cheap but like good quality. Because before I was able to like get all of like my good makeup that I have, I would just use e.l.f. And she was like, all right. So then she calls me and she's like, do you want like the luminous one, or do you want, you know, this like regular one? And I was like, get me the luminous one because, you know, we love a good glow. And so she brings home this powder. She brings it home. And I'm like, all right, it's good. Like, I like it. It's, you know, not too, like, it's really fine. So it's like, I like that. I like that in a powder. I like it when a powder is like really fine. And I started doing my makeup with it. And it is so sparkly. Like, there is just so much glitter that I'm like, wow, my face looks like a disco ball. But, oh well, who cares? We love a sparkly queen. So I took off my powder off screen, off camera. I don't know why I said screen. Now I'm just gonna go in and start off with the eyeshadow. And I'm gonna just, I don't know, like when I do my eyeshadow, I just like to put like a neutral color all over the lid. And I use like a little e.l.f. Packing brush. So this is, yeah, just a little e.l.f. packing brush. And I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Natural Matte palette. I'm gonna go in and start off with the shade Heaven. I'm just gonna run my brush in there and pack it all along my lid. Ooh, I hit my palette on the table. Just go in and get it a nice solid even color. Yeah, I got it towards like the week of like the 15th, like somewhere between like my birthday and Christmas. And I felt like so cool because I just like walked into Sephora and I was like looking around, and then I seen this and I was like, this is what I want. And then I told my mom that it was like $36 because I think that's what it retails for. And she was like, oh my god, that's so expensive. And now I just have like, that was like my downfall because I just started buying more makeup after that. So now that I went in with that, I'm going to put, after that, I don't know, I don't think anybody does this, but I like to go in and put like a brown shade, a really just like light brown, all over my lid, even though I just put on that shade from Too Faced. But so I'm gonna use my Meet Matte Nude palette. Woo. And I'm gonna go in with Matte Rosin, this shade right here. Just gonna dip. Oh, and this is just another, I believe this is Profusion, but the name rubbed off. Just like a little fluffy brush. So I'm gonna go in with this. I'll just use the palette mirror for this real quick. I'm just going all over my lid. So I completely forgot that I only set like just the under eyes. I didn't set like my whole entire face, because I don't know if anybody does that, but I set like my whole face with powder. I don't know if that's a thing people do. Sometimes I've only seen them just set their under eyes and like nothing else, but I don't know, I just feel weird. So I use the Lisa Frank X Glamour Dolls. I don't know why I said X, that was stupid. Whatever, we're just gonna go with it. So I use this one. It's in Bitten and Bronzed, and it's a bronzer, but it's actually kind of like the perfect shade for me to use just as like a regular powder. So that's what I use it for. And I'm just gonna go in with a Profusion fluffy brush. Just swirl my brush around a little bit and so now that that's all done, I like to go in with blush already. And I use this little contour Wet n Wild brush. Woo, I almost dropped that, that was scary. And then I also use the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour blush. I use it in the shade Party. I don't know. Let's just pretend that I didn't say that. Anyways, so this is it. And I just kind of like swirl my brush around a little bit. And I blow it off because I don't like to use a whole lot. And then I kind of, so towards like the apples of my cheeks, I do it almost like a circular motion. And then I kind of just take it up a little bit, like where you would apply highlight. I'm just going to dip in again. Same method on the other side. And that's about it. Just super subtle. I don't like to go super crazy with blush, mainly because I have like a darker complexion and I just feel like really bright blush on me myself personally doesn't look good. I don't like the way it looks, so just skip all that. So now I'm finally gonna get started on the eye look, and I'm not quite sure what I want to do, so I think I'm just gonna play around and see what happens. So I know for sure that I'm gonna start off with the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This is my absolute favorite and I love it. It kind of looks like untouched, but I don't really wear like a whole lot of makeup to school, and then even like on the daily I don't even wear like a whole lot of makeup, so I don't know. So I'm gonna go in with this Luxie. I'm like pretty sure that's how you say that. Luxie 249 brush. It's double-sided, and I think that that's really smart and I really like it. So this side is for like packing, and then this side is just like a little fluffy brush to blend things out. So I'm gonna go in with this side, And I'm gonna, what are we gonna put on? We're gonna go in with Summer Yum. Just gonna dip into there, blow it off, and then just put that all over the crease. Okay, now that that's done with, I know I look kind of crazy on camera, but I promise it's a lot more like subtle in person. Like it's not, yeah, it's not as like orange as it's picking up on camera. So now that that is over with, I'm gonna use this fluffy Wet n Wild brush and go in with my Beauty Creations Tease Me palette. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Peaches, which is that shade right there. Just gonna, okay, I love this palette, but it does have a lot of kickback in the pans. But I'd say that's the only thing wrong with it. Like, I don't know if you guys can really see, but that is just a whole lot of kickback in that palette right there. Oh my god, I'm dying. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm also gonna blend that into the crease just to kind of give it a bit of dimension. So I went ahead and finished up with Peaches on my other eye off camera. And now I'm gonna go in with the same palette, but the shade Fire. And I'm also gonna use an eye blending brush from e.l.f. Just gonna dip right in. This color is one of my favorites. I use it when I don't like to have a whole bunch of color. I mean, it's kind of bright, but once you blend it out, and if you blend it with the right like transition shade and colors, then it looks really nice. This part of the eye look is done, just the blending and all that. So I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna use this for something later. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glitter just on my lids, and I'm gonna go in with the Deep Dive ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. Oh, I almost dropped that. Okay, so I recently bought this one, and before this one, I've never used like a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, and I swatched it on my Snapchat, and it was so pigmented. Like, it was so pigmented, and it was so buttery, like the feel. I was like, oh my god, how have I not like used one of these before? It was so good. Like, I loved it. But so I'm gonna go in with the little Wet n Wild packing brush. I'm just gonna take it on my brush. I'm just gonna pack it all along my lid. Also, they have the new Becky G collection. I'm like, what? I love it. I'm living for it. I want it. I want it. I want it. Like, what? Wow. Hi. Like, didn't see that coming. Like, every other makeup brand is shook. They're quaking. Like, get on ColourPop's level. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna go back in with the shade Fire again from Beauty Creations with the same brush. And just blend the corner out a little bit. I have a palette that has a matte black, which is what I want. And, oh, I found it! I almost couldn't find it, and then I was like, oh, well, this whole video went to shit. I found it. It's the matte, ooh. I don't even know how you say that last name. We're just gonna spell it. It's like AHMED from the Meet Matte Try Me from the Balm Cosmetics. So I'm gonna go in with this little angled, like, packed brush from, oh my god, shocker, Elf. I'm gonna just get that all on my brush. And just pack it in just a little bit. So we're gonna use this one again, the double-sided one. Use the Sugar Glow Kit from Anastasia. I'm gonna go in with Butterscotch. And I'm also gonna take this, it's just a B36 tapered highlight brush from Plot Twist. I can't read cursive, oh my god. Something Glam. You know what? We're gonna make it work. So I'm just gonna coat like my whole brush in this. And dust it off a little bit. Or not even dust, just like blow it off. I'm just gonna take this and put this all on my cheeks. Oh wow, hi, hello. And then just go up. We love a glowy queen. Now that that's done with, I'm gonna, oh my god, I just elbowed my shells. That was the scariest thing ever. I'm gonna use the Jet Black liquid eyeliner from Elf. And I'm gonna do this off eyeliners on. I'm gonna go in with my, ooh, what is this? It's the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in Fishnet. And I'm just gonna take this and, wow, I need to buy a new one of these. And put it on my lash line. Now, how do you guys feel about like curling your lashes? Cause I curl mine because like I don't wear falsies. Like I would, but I feel like it just takes too much time. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with the Very Black 3-in-1 mascara from Elf. I want to get the Better Than Sex one, but I just haven't got around to like buying it. And I know it's good because one of my friends has it and her lashes always look like really pretty. But also, do you use the same hand when you guys do your lashes? You just like go like this, or do you switch hands? Because I switch hands because I don't trust myself using like the same hand. That's done. Wow. I feel like I've said that's done so many times. that's okay. I'm gonna take a little hydration break. Sip the tea. Just kidding, it's water. Okay. As far as lips go, I'm gonna use the melted lip. The melted latex. Take 3. The melted latex from Too Faced. It doesn't have a shade color or a shade name. Doesn't have a shade name on there. I think the box said it, and then I just like tossed the box. But anyways. Alright. Oh. So this is the finished holiday look. This lighting is shit and you can't really see it. But that's okay. Probably should open my window and use like some natural lighting, but I love how I thought about that like after my video, once it was already all finished, but it's okay, whatever. So this is a completed look. And I'm gonna link my social medias down below so you guys can follow me and see all the crazy stuff that I do throughout my day. I don't know. I guess I don't know really how you end these things. But I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to like and subscribe and share and tell people so they can do this shitty makeup look too. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you next time.